We'll address that afterwards. Let's just get through this presentation. We'll stay on point.
The presentation's wasting time.
We'll get to it. I promise.
Yes.
We'll get to it. Well, and I'd like to also discuss what the capacity is that we can.
It's just fear mongering to get us to think that we need to replace it, so
let's
that's
just
our
get
only
through this
option.
and then we can
Got
address
it.
it. We can address it.
So the reservoir's line, is it just to keep the water running? Is that the issue?
Right, so and we're just
So that water
focusing
runs
on
through a filter,
right?
runs
Not
straight.
Can't have a
roads,
duct
and
essentially.
those parcels that you're
So
talking
exactly,
about
but
are
my
receiving
question
water
is,
service.
it's like
So they don't impact these things in terms of the level of service that you as a community receive
they buy the new black.
from this infrastructure,
biofuels.
your infrastructure.
Can we?
All right, so there was a question earlier about revenues and expenses. This graph really just shows expenses, but the 1920 is also a good reflection of where your current revenues are. This line right here is, well, actually this includes the rate increase. There was another graph that showed
That was the first one.
the first, yeah, the existing revenues are more like across here, right? So without any rate increases, you would not meet the needs of your expenses. And the expenses include operations and maintenance, debt service, operating reserves, the capital project set-asides, and a rate stabilization fund, which I'll explain in a minute. And then, again, this blue line is the projected revenue with the increases. So going from about $800,000 with this proposed increase up to about $1.5 million or so, or $1.1 million, sorry.
What you're looking for.
In 25, 26. Yeah, okay, so there's the rate studies at the end of the projection period here. Yeah, this,
A lot of money.
yeah, this blue line right here, this dashed blue line, is the projection of the revenues.
But the 2019-20 was not adopted
Yeah.
for the actual costs that you was talking about. The
Right, so
revenues
this
are not
includes-
involved in that 2019.
The rate proposal actually goes from 1920 through 24-25.
But that was not adopted in 2019.
No, this is the rate proposal. This is revenues including the rate proposal. Okay? There was another slide, but I think you got
That's more than
cut for
5 years
time.
though, right?
So how much money do we have right now?
So the 18-19 budget was total expenses of $785,000, and it was a balanced budget.
And what did we bring in?
That was a balanced budget, right? So let's see.
So you're saying we have a balanced budget right now, $784,000?
Just check.
Is that what you said?
That's what we spent on maintenance per year? Or spent on maintenance last year?
Okay.
That should be a basic question.
Right. Well, it's because they're trying to skirt around.
The actual adopted budget was $738,581. The water service revenues were $631,452. There's other operating revenue of $104,000 and non-operating income of $3,000. So that totals $738,581.
How much is in reserves?
The operating reserve is approximately $80,000, rounded up. There are additional reserves that are capital, but those are restricted, right? And
For what?
for use for capital funding. So for example, Jerry mentioned that you've spent over the past 5 years from the rate increase about $400,000 in projects. There's approximately another $500,000 that is designated to go for the surface water project, the tank.
Could you elucidate on those exact amounts? Because that's what matters to all of us out here, is how much is coming in and exactly how much is going out, and exactly where that is going and where it has been going for the last 5 years since the last outrageous rate increase.
So your, so if you look at these expenses, here's your basic operating expenses.
We can't really see that, so you're gonna have to read the numbers.
It's so blurry.
This is what ideally the district would be funding, right, in 2019-20. But this blue bar right here, this is what you're already doing.
Okay, what does the blue bar say?
So the blue bar
500,000?
is
It's
your.
about 500,
Your
yeah.
operation and maintenance, and that's, $514,000. So that's your salaries, your materials and supplies, your powers and utilities. Then you add on top of that your debt service, okay? This next green bar. So that is,
For loans that were pretty paying off.
$46,400.
But that would just assume
This-
that we already did the project, correct?
Right, so the current debt service is 46,378, did I say that right? 46,378. And then this tank storage project, so this is where I want to talk about this,
The entire study's off by a year.
this rate stabilization fund. So these expenses assume that you're taking some of the capital related revenues and putting them in a fund that will then draw down over starting in 22-23 for the pipeline project. So that when you get to that point in a few years' time, when you have adequate money set aside to move forward with the pipeline project, those monies that will be held in reserve will be drawn down. So the rate study does assume additional funding for capital-related projects. As I said at the beginning, that's really the driver of these rate increases. The operating expenses down here, like what you're already doing, the rate study assumes a 3% increase over the projection period a year, which is basically inflation. It is the CPI inflator for water and sewer related infrastructure, the US average for water and sewer infrastructure. So it's really this green piece that is driving the rate increase. It is the investment that we have projected and the board has discussed at length over the last 2 years of how to best manage your infrastructure.
So are you saying that that increase, projected increase, is based on water and sewer information?
No,
That's what
sorry,
you said.
that was just the CPI. It's the CPI inflator, the ENR engineering news record.
And you said water and sewer.
It is an inflator for water and sewer infrastructure throughout the United States.
Okay, and you know that we don't have a sewer system.
Yes.
So,
There is a sewer, some have sewer in Christian Valley.
From the
Some
CCC.
have.
From the CCC. The CCC has sewer.
okay, well,
People can tie into it.
Water and sewer. It doesn't matter whether we have sewer or not.
It's an inflation, just like there's an inflation factor.
it does matter.
Don just pointed out that CWA, most utility agencies in California use that to project costs.
Well, that's fine, because they have sewers, but when you use data, then you have to use correct data. I'm sorry, you know, I'm a scientist, and I understand how data works, and you use correct data. You don't take something, you don't take apples
It's
and
the
compare
standard
it to
CPI they
oranges.
use for this kind of infrastructure.
Because we have
Be
Winchester
it
that
water
will.
or-
Okay, I'm not getting in an argument with somebody who's out, not on the board, I'm sorry. I'm just making a comment, you need to compare apples and oranges.
So, yeah, and it's actually lower than your historical cost increases over the last 5 years. Your historical cost increases have gone up by almost 13% on average over the last 5 years. So this rate study actually assumes pretty low cost increases over the projection period, 3% versus 12%. And that is because the district wants to minimize rate increases. They, you know, I know you all, no one likes to hear that rates need to go up. No one likes it. I get it. I do this stuff all the time. I'm often in rooms with people that are very angry with me. So that's fine. But, you know,
But I'm sorry, there's people on the board that have been in this district a long time, and they don't believe it. So it's not, I just feel like there's been a lot of underhanded stuff done, and that's what I'm upset about.
When's the last time you came to a
I
meeting?
know we're not talking about the
So
signs, and that's another argument, but I don't think you guys are being totally honest.
Didn't you put all this in your letter that, didn't you reference the report that you put out that has all this information in it?
Yes.
And if you read through it, it shows all the data for the past
Yeah, all the
10
detailed numbers
years or
are.
whatever, the operating expenses, all that stuff, salaries, everything's in there. You can look
That's
at it.
right.
I don't think they're trying to hide it from you.
Well, you have to assume that those people have internet, correct?
Okay,
Does everyone have internet in Christian Valley?
They sent letters in the mail.
here is the projected rate schedule that was in the notice. In 1920, if adopted, that would only be for a half a year, and then going through 23-24. So going from $66.30 as the fixed fee up to $81 over the
Course of 5 years.
5 years, 4.5 years really. And then for the 1 month, or the 1 inch meter. And then the water usage rate also increasing.
Because we just paid this.
So here's an example of a bill impact
December
that
2000.
kind of looks at the average water use for a single family home. On average, people use about 15 units, which is approximately 374 gallons a day. In the current year, that would result in an increase per month of $17, including both the fixed increase and the usage charge.
That's your one, yeah.
Yeah, that's year one. And then year one after that, it increases by about.
What would be the increase over the last 11 years if you get this? You have any idea?
Yeah, thank you.
How about 300%?